Mm. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Happy New Year. We get to step into this new year. What happened to last year? Anybody? I know that we did a tremendous amount, but it moved at the speed of light. And it's just crazy because I feel like I just did the service that I just said, Happy New Year to 2024. But when we look back over this year and we see everything that we did get to do, and everything that we are now looking forward to doing, it is just amazing. And I get to do it with all of you. I am so delighted to be able to say that and to know that we walk forward together as a beautiful community. So before we get into the meat of this talk today, I love joke, Gary. Thank you so much. I love that joke. I think it's one of my favorite ones. But I have one, seeing as we're going to be looking forward at creation of what we're going to bring forward in this new year. Let's have a look at how the angels saw creation when God was doing it. Gabriel, of course, you know I love Gabriel. I abuse Gabriel as much as I possibly can because I think Gabriel's just wonderful. Anyway, Gabriel asked God about the divine's latest creation. What is this? And God's answer is, it's a human. Gabriel, perplexed, asked, what are those two round things? God smiles and says, those are called eyes, so they can see my other creations. Gabriel then asked, and those? And the divine, obviously proud of the creation, answers, those are hands, so that they can create things just like I did. Then Gabriel pointed down towards the bottom of the human and said, and this? What's that? And God chuckled and said, that's a big toe for the furniture. And Gabriel asked, what do you mean for the furniture? And God says with a grin, trust me, it's going to be hilarious. Isn't that fun to think about creation and the things that are created and the way we create, and to think that, yes, even God has a great sense of humor. Just look around. That's all we need to do. So this year, and I'm very happy to announce the theme for our year, it is Dive and Thrive. It's going to be the theme for the month and also the topic for today. But this is our theme for the whole year. Last year, we focused on rising up. Just kept rising up, and we did. We rose up all over the place. We did it here, we did it there, we did it within ourselves, we did it in the community. We did this rise up because we were being called to a greater expression of ourselves. So where do we go from there? More? Sure. But how can we actually get more? How can we rise even higher? By diving. If we now want to take where we were and the level of in all of our experiences that we rose to, and we want more of it, where are we going to get the fuel? Where are we going to get the inspiration to rise even higher in this coming year, to create even more, to find even more bliss and happiness and joy, and to let go of everything else? We're going to have to dive. If we want to thrive, we're going to have to dive. And what I love about that statement is, as it came up for me, the teaching symbol came up. So here is our teaching symbol for Science of Mind. Many of you have seen this up here, maybe not understood it tremendously, but those of you that have been with me in class, every single class, we go through what we call the creative process. The creative process is the very essence of what our teaching is all about. We can create and bring forward into our own experience that which we desire. But how do we do this? We do this the same way as everything else comes into creation. So this is the creative process symbol. It comes from Thomas Troward originally. And here is the most of this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background just so you can catch up. But if you really want to know about it, you're going to have to join me in class as we move forward. But right here we have 3 segments in it, and they're known as the unformed substance, the creative substance, and the manifested substance. All right? Those are the 3 ways. We love to call it the seed, the soil, and the plant. Isn't that easy? We stick with that. The seed being the idea, the soil being the creative medium in which it can grow, and then the plant, the manifestation of it. Pretty easy, huh? That's the creative process. But now there's 2 other parts, and these are the parts I want to concentrate on today. It's the lines of the V, that V coming down and the V coming up. And if you look over here, you'll see it does a little because it's a 3D, it's a 3-dimensional image. So that little thing shows that it goes back around and starts all over again. Dive and thrive. All right? But now let's get to what dive and thrive really, really, really means in this creative process. Just stick with that slide with me for a minute so that we can keep that in our mind. So we're going to begin with these 2, we call it, the dive and thrive is called involution and evolution. Involution and evolution. But before we get to the involution, we're going to begin with the evolution. You're going to go, why are you going to begin with that which is already? Because this is the way Dr. Holmes speaks about it. Evolution is the time and the process through which an idea unfolds to a higher state of manifestation. Evolution is the time and the process through which an idea unfolds to a higher state of manifestation. So whatever we have manifested, the evolution of it is going to grow it to a higher being. That's what we've been doing all year. We've been doing that. We have been evolving. We have been growing. We've been taking what we have and who we are and evolving it to a higher way of being, a higher way of seeing, a greater joy, a greater everything. So now we go back to the involution. Involution is the key. Involution is the fuel for evolution. Involution sets the law of creation in motion. It's planting the seed of thought in the creative mind of the universe. So here's the thing. The involution is grabbing the seed and the idea in the unformed substance, bringing it through the creative medium into manifestation. That's involution. Taking the idea and bringing it through the creative medium into manifestation. Involution precedes evolution, and evolution follows involution with mathematical certainty. These are writings from Dr. Holmes. Involution precedes evolution, and evolution follows involution with mathematical certainty. You're like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? It's called the law. This is the way things work. Whether you want it to or don't want it to, it works this way. That you know it, that you understand it, makes no difference whatsoever. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Ideas are going to be grabbed. They are going to be brought through the creative medium, and they are going to come into form. We deal with the creative principle of involution and evolution. In the creation of involution is the creation of the concept, and involution is the time and process to become greater manifestation of it. So what does this do for us? Sounds great, right? Yeah, we're going to study it. We'll get into it. Like I said, the creative process is happening for us no matter what. No matter what. The ideas, the overarching atmosphere that we surround our with is that idea that we are grabbing and we are bringing it into manifestation. And from there, we are evolving it to its greatest potential. And it goes back around and we grab another idea, we bring it down, we go back up, and it keeps on going. Would you like to be a part of it? I think so. Wouldn't that be fun? If we could actually acknowledge and know that we are a part of this creative process. Because you know we are, right? We are, like I said, whether we know it, agree with it, like it, don't like it, makes absolutely no difference. We're still going to be doing it because we are creative. We have that divine gift given to us by that which created us to be creative, literally the hands. We're given the hands to be creative. And when Lissa's talking about in her song about this life is difficult, this life, is this the life I want to live? Well, guess what? You have a choice to do it differently. You have a choice to bring forward and create something that you want to see in your life. You get to grab that new idea and bring it forward and then evolve it up. This is yours to do. This is the divine's gift to you in the breath that you breathe. This is part of your birthright. Sound good, huh? Anybody nervous? Do you ever think about what the heck am I creating here? What is it I'm doing? People go, well, how do I know? How do I know what I'm doing? I go, look around. Just look around. If there's anything around you, unlike that which you desire to be experienced in your life, know that yes, you do have a part in it. Now, I don't want you guys to get all spiritually paranoid and go, oh my God, I can't think, I can't say, I can't move, I can't do, because I'm creating every minute. Are you guys doing okay over there? Yeah, you really are. So don't get spiritually paranoid in this and go, oh my God, I got to stop that thought. Because if we created every single thought we ever had, oh my goodness, yeah, the Where's Waldo picture would look calm. Because we have so many thoughts that are going on every single minute, every day, and we don't create everything. Yes, you can say something and go, oh my goodness, I shouldn't say that because I don't want to create that. Remember, it's the overarching atmosphere that you keep putting that energy into that you're going to create from. So you know those stories you keep telling? Every time you tell those stories, you're giving it more and more fuel to be your truth. Especially if it's the one you don't like. Because if you keep telling the story, it becomes your overarching belief, and yes, you will create from that. Yes, you will bring that into your life. If you believe that this is your due, that you are not good enough, that you can't have, that you don't deserve, and any of the things, oh, it's happening to me because of this reason, you're gonna get it. If you think at one time and go, that's not the truth, I'm going to leave that alone, we're doing much better. But if you keep going back in an attempt to go, if I dig it out and acknowledge it and I can fix it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you don't let it go, you will keep creating the same thing. And the reason I'm telling you this is not to get you afraid or scared or anything. I wanted you to catch yourselves. Bring your awareness to when you are doing that. When are you claiming for yourself that which you don't desire? Oh, whenever I do this, and whenever I have a good time, something bad's going to happen. If ever I go out and I do this, when's the next shoe going to fall? Anybody? Anybody say that ever? Anytime? No? Things are just too good right now. Something's going to go wrong. Are you kidding me? No, that's not evolution. That's just BS. And I can say that because it's my initials. it's the truth. It's the overarching atmosphere that you create, that you will create from. It's that constant fueling with whatever you speak. Watch your words. Don't say bad things about yourself, because you will believe it. And when you believe it, you will create it, because we create from that place of what we believe. So now there's another thing. So now we understand the creative process. You grab an idea, you bring it down through the creative medium, which is the soil. Anybody got weeds? Anybody got any weeds? Yeah, we live on the rainy side of the island. Anybody got weeds? Both in our environment and within ourselves. So this is where we do our work. We do our work in there so that we can clean. You heard the Bible story about the seed that was thrown onto the bad, into the weeds, or onto the gravel, or onto the stone, except that which was fell in the fertile ground took root and grew forth. We want fertile ground in ourselves. So this is where we move, we shift from the basic involution and evolution of creation, which is going to be happening no matter what. We've got that one level of it. We shift to the other one, the dive and the thrive. Are we willing to dive to see what is there, so that we can see it, weed it, and then thrive from that place? Are we willing to dive to see where we are and where our manifestation is right now, so that we can evolve from that place? Are we willing to dive? You see this form. Can you go back to the first slide for me? Thanks, Ray. This diver over here is what they call free diving. There's no tank. There's nothing. There's purely the person, their confidence, and their willingness to go deep. Are you willing to dive? Are you willing to take that trip down to see where you truly are, so that we can evolve and thrive from that place? Pull out a couple of weeds on the way, maybe put a little water, a little fertilizer in our ground, so that we're going to grow even more. Because when we evolve, when we thrive, we can grab that new idea and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. And we're doing it from a place that is higher and more expanded than where we are now. Anybody want to stay exactly where you are? You know what? You can't. Even if you wanted to, you can't. It's just not possible. We're constantly changing. We're constantly expanding. Just like the universe, we're made of the same stuff. We're going to be doing the same things. So we're constantly expanding and evolving. So this is the invitation of this year. You're going to see it in many, many different ways. The invitation to dive and thrive. Dr. Holmes says this: we constantly discard old ideas and take on new and better ones. The mind gives us no rest period. The instinct urges us on. The intuition draws us upwards. This is part of who we are. This is brilliant. This is the creative process. This is the dive and the thrive that we go to. So, let us move forward through this year with this knowledge, and allow it to give you the permission for a clean slate. Go, all right, I get it. I get it. Now I know that I'm creating from this place over and over and over again. What do I need to do? What do I need to move out of this cage that I've been keeping myself in? Maybe you even want to refer to it as a prison of your own mind of limitation. What do I need to do to move out of that? So this is a brand new year. You get to make new choices, which you do every single day, but it's always fun to do at the beginning of the year. We can go, 24, that's behind me, let me move forward. A demarcation of time, let's just take advantage of it. So we go to move forward in this manner. What do we need to do to move outside of the place that we've been keeping ourselves? Where's that expansion? What I love to do at the beginning of the new year is to do the ritual that we know as the white stone ritual. Some of you have done this with me before, but we're going to do it again today. This is a wonderful invitation for you to come forward with potentially a new idea about yourself, a new quality of the divine, maybe even a new name. Not necessarily change your name, but a new name known for that. So we're going to move ourselves into this time where we're going to do this ritual. So shuffle around a little bit, get yourself comfortable in your chairs, and we're going to move forward into the... Take a deep breath in. So a little bit about it. The white stone is an ancient ritual. During the time of Jesus, when someone served time in prison or in bondage of any kind, they were given a white stone when they were released. The stone signified that you had done your time and were now free to go and be and do anything you choose. For us, the white stone represents a new beginning, a clean slate, a story that is unwritten, free from anything from the past and filled with potential of the future. There is a reference to the white stone in the Bible in Revelations 2:17. It is written, "And I will give a white stone, and on the white stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it." It was believed that when the people had overcome their present circumstances and made their connection with the divine, then they received a new name. A name was given to them directly by God. No one else intervened. No one else was even aware of this name. The new name or word of intention was written on the white stone. It was a new nature, a new way of being, a new way of revealing your inner truth. When people had laid down their past and were ready to step forward into the potential of the future, they got their stone. So I invite you right now, if you'd like to soften your gaze or close your eyes, get yourself comfortable, and let's just become still. We would like to allow God to express through you and as you. Feel the presence of the divine and know your oneness with it. Feel that loving presence of spirit as it surrounds and supports you. Know right now that you're safe and secure. You're loved and supported. Know that you are encouraged by your fellow travelers as you journey together on this new road. This white stone is the promise of a new life. It is a symbol of who you have become, or of who you are becoming, or of who you would like to become. Whatever has gone in the past, we will just let it go. This is a moment in which you know you are free. Free to step forward into the unknown, and free to write that which is unwritten. So gently begin to reflect on a word or a new name. Let it come easily without trying to make it happen. Let it be the divine that is bringing you this new name. Knowing that this new name, this word marks a new beginning. Perhaps this new idea or new quality that Spirit is pressing out through you. Be careful not to get yourself involved. Let the divine do this. Give yourself permission to let go and allow. What will your life be called from this moment forward? Let Spirit guide you into this sacred place, into this insight of your divine purpose, an insight into your holy essence. Allow yourself to hear the new name that God has for you. Allow yourself to become clear and just lean even deeper into the feeling of being. Feel your essence, your beauty, and your magnificence. If a name has come to you, just stay quiet for a moment and allow yourself to ask for a deeper understanding. To ask if there are any steps to take. Allow yourself in this moment just to be open to Spirit to say, God in me reveals my true essence. God in me reveals my next step. And God as me lives a joyous, peaceful, fulfilling life. And now very gently bring your hands together in front of you and imagine yourself holding this beautiful white stone. Bless you. Feel your stone. Feel the size of it, the texture, the weight. Is it smooth? Is it shiny? Does it have a little rougher surface or a matte finish? Let it move in your hand so you can feel it completely. Hold it kindly. And as you gaze down at the stone, you start to notice a very, very sharp, golden laser light that comes forward and begins etching your word onto the stone. Watch how as the light starts to shine up through the word that is being etched on your stone. Feel the joy, the gratitude that starts to flow over you as you experience and see this coming forward. Along with it, feel the power and the guidance that you are experiencing. You are on a path of gaining a greater insight and awareness to mark this new beginning. Gaze upon your stone. Gaze upon your word, your new name, your new being, and know this truly is your gift from the divine. It is Spirit's good pleasure to give you this kingdom. Accept this consciousness of ever increasing good in your life. So just gently bring yourself forward. Bring yourself back into this room. And I invite you to carry this white stone in your heart as a reminder of the promise of Spirit as we move forward. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes with me. So in closing, from Dr. Ernest Holmes, knowing that there is a creative principle that reacts to that which I entertain in thought, I now establish in my thinking an attitude of expectancy of good things. I let go of the limitations of the past and live with an enthusiastic expectancy of the good that I will encounter today. I know that nothing is too good to be true and that nothing is too much for the power that can do anything. I expect the unexpected to happen and believe in a greater good than I have yet experienced. I keep my mind open to divine intuition, which is the wisdom that guides me. I release this knowing that it is so, knowing that the divine has said yes. Yes, my beloveds, yes. And we can all claim it together by saying, and so it is. Thank you.